What up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is your boy Jura. It is Sunday, the 24th. We got 4 days before the Turkey Day. Yeah, your boy gonna be cooking. That's right, I can cook. I can cook. I might even do a snapshot of what I'm gonna lay a big spread out because it's put on my spirit to do it. I gotta do it. So I bought my turkey 2 weeks ago. Me and he knocked out right here. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna give thanks, and we're gonna take that day as a day of reflection. How is everybody doing? How are you? I hope you had a great week. I hope you were able to navigate through your challenges one step at a time. I'm glad that you're doing what is being directed for your spirit to do. I wanted to first of all put this video out for each and every one of you. I know that the other day, I'm a firm believer of synchronicity and serendipity, and I have truly come to understand that, your higher power, my higher power is my Lord Jesus Christ. And when you put your faith in Him, He will position you to receive the information needed for your life. Now, there is a kicker in that, because what is being received may not be settling. It may be something that may cause a challenge, But just know, you're being set up for something so great in your life. And as you already know, to have the life that's intended for you, there's a price that has to be paid. That's why we go through seasons. So I wanted to put this video out for you, because we've all been there. Listen, if you're waking up this morning and the seas of life, you feel like you've been tossed to and fro, right? Been slapped upside your head by the waves of life, and it's causing you to reflect or even recover from what life has shown you. I want you to know this. From the bottom of my heart. You're going to be okay. You're going to be alright. What you may be going through right now, I got a feeling somebody just had a revelation on something that did not make sense, but it was always there. And you have clarity, and you understand what was placed for you to review. You're going to be alright. For somebody that's dealing with the challenges of waking up, you may have found out you lost your job. Holidays is right around the corner. You don't know what you're going to do. Just know you're going to be alright. Here's a big one. You may be going through the facts of the reality, knowing that something that you've invested in, say like your relationships or a significant bond, is not coming into fruition as you thought it would, and you feel broken. You feel that you got the short end of the stick. I'm here to let you know you're going to be alright. You're going to be okay. Just know, we all go through seasons. And those seasons should spark clarity. But it also is going to tap into a courage of self. See, I'm going to be your silent cheerleader. As crazy as my hair may be looking on this screen, just have faith. Just have faith knowing that where you go, where you headed, your harvest is coming. Just like that farmer, when he went out and surveyed that land, it had rocks in it, it had roots in it, it had stumps in it, it had trash in it, but it was still his land, his dominion. And slowly but surely, he had to go through a period of sifting out the good from the bad. Haven't you noticed, as you evolve as the spiritual person that I know that you are, because we are all spiritual beings first in a physical form, haven't you noticed the more and more that you embrace your life, you always seem to find things that try to trip you up. Some things that you may have not, that you've totally forgotten were there, only to catch you slipping. Just know this: you're going to be alright. You're going to be fine. And I feel confident enough to tell you this. If you keep this in perspective, focus on the things you have control of. You, yourself, your direct environment. Work on those things that have enslaved you, that have spawned fear. Because you got to understand the devil will use that number one tool to keep you from stepping into your dominion, your grace, your life. So if you're waking up this morning saying, you know what? This ain't my life. This is not the life I intended for me to have. How did I get here? Who is this person that's laying next to me? You know what? I'm a firm believer of this. And I'm a slow learner on some things. But I've come to learn this. God knows your heart. He knows it. And some things that are being revealed are really what is found in your heart. That's real talk. But it also gives you and catapults you into a position to master that. Because the biggest things that we have challenges on are the things that we lack. But what is manifested in our lives are the things that we want compared to what we need. So it never plays out how we want. Because that's what sparks reflection. So just know this. If you're going through a challenging season right now, whatever that problem may be, give it to your higher power. Give it to him. He's waiting for you to allow him in. But just know this. That is a deal that can only be done once. Yes, he is a jealous and loving God. He's a forgiving God. However, he don't play when it comes to people playing with him. He will make sure that you get the message sent and received. I'm telling you. That's why spiritual storms exist. They are supposed to spawn reflection from where you were, where you are, and where you're trying to go. They all are within you. So don't you deserve to be happy? Don't you wish to feel emotionally safe? Don't you wish to have the sound mind that God gave you? So you've got to do the work. You've got to be able to look at the challenges as a challenge. But who is the master? Are you the master of your dominion? Or is your environment the master of you? Just know, your life is not in vain. And with that being said, the challenges that you face, even if you do not see closure or a just know, as long as you take one step at a time, you're going to get there. Think about those times that you were driving on the highway and you got some gridlock. And you're like, wow. But you got to be somewhere. And you stuck. Your environment ain't moving. And you're there. We instinctively either try to distract ourselves from the environment, or we reflect naturally, because that's our mind. Our mind is always going. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. You're always thinking. But you keep plodding forward to the end goal. Then there's a period of transition. And what was that block? You notice you've had movement now. There's been growth there. And you keep plodding, you keep plodding, you keep plodding. And then next thing you know, when you least expect it, you mastered that challenge. You mastered it. You're on the other side looking back. You are fortifying the reflection of what you went through. Now, hey, I'm the first one to tell you the relationships with human beings is the hardest thing that you're going to deal with. But it won't become more clear to you until you actually take the step to invest in yourself. That's why sometimes I highly recommend take a step back in your life. Just step back. Step back. Put them boundaries up. That's going to do two things. Number one, that's going to allow you to heal, process, and make the sound decisions needed for your life. But it also is going to serve a means of protection from those who do not have your best interests. And just know, as you keep the pace of where you're going in your life, where God's going to take you, the devil's work ain't done. He's going to be sitting, waiting, looking for an opportunity to blindside you. But if you've done your work, if you've truly done your work, guess what? They're going to fail. But just know they're going to continue to try. Some of you may be going through that right now. You're dealing with individuals that may have portrayed one way, but their actions say another. It's not for your position to judge them. Just remember, you attracted those people in your life. Now, the challenge is what you're going to do with that attraction. You can always fortify it, or you can let it go. But if it doesn't bring growth, if it does not spark the true development for your life, what is intended, because you have a legacy that you are fortifying every day. If you're not doing what's needed so that can come into truth, you're not living your life. And that's such an injustice. So that is why it's important that you love yourself. So I'm here to tell you, if you're going through something, if your life has been rocked with challenges, take a step back. It is time to reel it back in and assess everything that has a value to you. But if it does not have growth potential, do yourself the greatest service you can do. Be the bigger person and let it go. Let it go. And if it's divinely meant, guess what? You'll see it again. You're going to see it again. But the only difference on this is this. You have fortified a template of an expectation. That expectation should be fortified by love, by kindness, by compassion. If it does not have those three things, it will never grow. It just won't. No matter, and that's how you know wants from needs. But just know this. Just like I know someone prayed for my change, I'm praying for yours. You deserve to have the best life intended, and brighter days are coming. trust your higher power. He loves you so much. He does. And trust and believe when I say this. Watch how your life goes. Watch who leaves your life and who remains. Or better, who may come back. So, I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. It is cold. It is bejesus up here. It is. Got my hoodie on. Got my heat on. I even lit my fire last night. Yeah, I'm trying to get my Grizzly Adams on. But, hey, it's all about being happy, right? So look, y'all, always put God first in everything you do. I hope you have a safe and blessed weekend and a very positive week. I would love to hear from you guys. You have a blessed week, okay? Take care now. Bye.